looks like a crack there. It looks like a crack, but there's actually like shell all the way up. How bizarre. Right, let's start with that one. So, is there certain colours you're hoping for? Rihanna, note there's still space available for today, so if you would like to order, you'll get added on for today. And the order list is not that long at the moment at all. So there's your mother of pearl. And in here I can see a little cluster of pearls at the bottom there. Let's have a squidge. I'm interested to see how the inside of this, there we go, that explains it. There's no more in that one. Oh, Tiffany, of course, I can add you back on again. That's not a problem. So in your oyster, Nicole, you have triples. Actually, what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to, because there's 3 of them, I'm just going to dry them up and pop them in the sand. And we'll have a closer look at the colours in a moment. But what I like to do is to clean the shells up as we go when you'd like to keep them. And then I can show you what's causing that outside of the oyster to do that. Is you've got a large pearl blister there, so you can see, so the reason it's sort of caved in is it's not caved in, it's just bubbled inwards. Does that make sense? So that's really quite interesting. I love things like that, it's just interesting. Okay, so it's a good shell to keep basically. So that's your first oyster. Now colour wise, you have got a silver chocolate, so let's pop it in the middle because we've got a silver chocolate and then a chocolate, so they sort of go through the gradient of colour there. Silver chocolate and then a chocolate pearl. Moving on to your next oyster. Soft pop there. And in here, again, there's a little bit of flesh there, but we can see there's no pearls. And again, I can see a couple of pearls at the bottom there. 1, 2, 3 and 4. And there's no more in that one. Jaya, if you pop on the website and type in chain, it will bring up all of the chains, my lovely. So if you can order the chain there, and then I'll add the orders together and just pop it as a add-on order, and you won't have to pay postage again. And then that way you don't have to wait for an invoice to come through for it to be sent in time, because it's just obviously you can do it now on the website. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so you are quadding with your second oyster here, Nicole. Now colour wise, let's go through. We've got a 2-tonal apple green, so pastel apple green, and I know he does have a couple of darker spots to him. You've got a brighter lemon yellow, a chocolatey chocolate, I was going to say, and then a 2-tonal Pepsi blue. So you've got darker and lighter Pepsi areas. Now this one does have an imperfection as well as the colours being 2-tonal. So he does have that sort of slight ridge in on there again. But it's not a massive, you can't see it massively with that one. What do you think to all of these? Now, if you're happy with these, then of course they are yours. Now I need to know which 2 you would like on your jewellery. If you're not happy, I can swap them for obviously colours of your choice. Can you have a Pepsi blue on the hoop fitting? Of course you can. So chocolate is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, here's a 7. Silver chocolate's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, here's a 7. And the silver's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, here's a 6.5. Pepsi Blue's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Chocolate's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. Yellow's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. And the green's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. Oh, what purples do I have available? Do I have any lavenders or lilacs? I don't, I'm afraid. I don't. I'm trying to source them, but I don't like going outside my normal supplier just because I know my normal supplier, I know the quality, I know the pearls, and I know I'm going to be happy. And I don't, so that's why I can't buy any as loose pearls at the moment. I mean, I've got silver. Let me see if I can find a pair of silver grape purples, because they are, yes, exactly, that's exactly it, Nicole. That's why I don't like, that's why I don't go elsewhere. But no, let me have a look to see if I've got any of these silver grape purples, because I would say that that's the lightest sort of shades of purples. Probably those. They're not purple. Let me just see if I can get a matching pair, and then, I mean, those two are quite cute. They just popped out together, so I'm just going to pop those there as well. I mean, so they're very silvery with the purple overtone. Okay, so that's 3 different types there. I mean, so the top 2, they are silvery grape purples. They do have purple in them, but they are silver purple. The bottom set, of course, are the purpley purples.